Altrincham have gone to the top of the EvoStick Premier Division this afternoon with a 3-0 victory over Halesowen Town. All the goals coming in the second half. We're talking to Assistant Manager Neil Sorvel. Neil, great performance today, particularly in the second half, but it was a little bit tricky in the first half because Halesowen were well organised with a particularly good game plan and proved very difficult to break down and to create chances against.
The quality of two of the moves there was as good as you'll see at any level. I think the one where Pooley scored and then the one where Den should have scored, it's outstanding football. So yeah, really delighted to get the three, and yeah, it takes us to the top. So that's where we want to try and stay.
Yeah, we said on commentary about both of those moves that the sort of moves that you very rarely see in an 11-a-side. It's a sort of 5-a-side move and almost like walking the ball into the net, and phenomenal quality football.
Yeah, like I say, we clicked second half once we got that first goal. Kind of the lads, it's like a weight off the shoulders a little bit, and some of the football we played was good. I think from my point of view, we dominated the game possession-wise as well, which was good to see, because although I think we've won comfortably a lot of games here, at times you can just keep the ball and really frustrate the opposition, and then openings present themselves, and I think we did that really well today.
Josh Hancock was the man who unlocked the doors. Another fine move, but particularly in the second half, he was outstanding.
Yeah, he was really outstanding second half, combined with a particularly poor first half from him, which is unusual for him. But yeah, like I say, once he got that goal, some of his link-up play and his one-touch play was quality second half, and that's what we expect of him. We brought him here because he's a top player at this level.
And it's a long time since I've seen an Altrincham player convert a penalty so confidently and competently as John Johnston did.
Yeah, it's funny, we were chatting to him before the game and he was talking about pens, and I'm still on it, I'm on it if we get one. So yeah, luckily enough, we managed to get one today, but putting pressure on teams, we're getting the ball in the box in good areas. We've got some tricky lads up there, they're committing defenders to try and win the ball in and around the box. So yeah, usually we're used to having a few more penalties than we've had, but he took that one away nicely, just like he did against Nantwich earlier on to get us off and running.
And Halesowen, in the first half, they had one or two half chances. We struggled to create chances until the latter stages of the first half. But at 2-0, they had two great opportunities, and Tony Thompson has made two fantastic saves. Yeah,
he did. He kept us, not so much kept us in the game, but we were leading. But he kept that margin for us at 2-0. Two fantastic saves, and I think sometimes the problem with a goalkeeper is they don't have a lot to do, and then they're suddenly called into action. So it's difficult from that point of view if you've not had much to do during the game, and to be able to produce when you need to. And he's done that for us today, which was really pleasing.
And a feature of the second half particularly was the speed with which we moved the ball around, very, very quick. And that must be very difficult to deal with from Halesowen and other opponents' points of view.
Yeah, with the quality of players we've got, if they're all at it and they've got the quality right in the passing, it is really difficult. We said to him before the game, the key was to move the ball quick and to switch the play quick. We didn't quite get it right first half. Second half we did, and then you create openings, it makes it a little more difficult for your opponent. I think they were deflated by the end, aren't they? They did virtually threw the towel in. We dominated them that much.
And Sean Densmore's came on, and he was right at it from the word go, like Forrest Gump going down the right wing.
Yeah, it was the way they set up without any wide players up against our fullbacks. It was evident that it was there for someone to go and step in and do. Like I say, we didn't take advantage of it in the first half as much as we should have done. Combination of bad decisions and maybe not switching the ball out to him quick enough. But once we got that right and he hooked onto that idea, then opportunities started to present themselves. Yeah, and it was a real addition coming on there. Denzi did really well today. Just disappointed he probably been goal of the season, that one, if he'd just finished off that move.
And then just a couple of minutes after that, James Poole has finished off a similar type of move, and as you said, what a quality piece of football. And that's 2 goals for James now in 2 games, and he's beginning to put the injury problem he had with his hamstring behind him.
Yeah, he is. Really pleasing to see him back on the pitch, contributing again. He's that special type of player who can create for you. Sometimes with creative plays it doesn't come off. sometimes it does, and today, showed flashes there of what he's really capable of. Again, like you said, 2-2, nice to see him off and running on the goal chally. So I'm sure he'll be up there with Anks and Jordan Hume soon enough.
32 points from the last 39 available, which is a terrific return at any level. And we have hit the summit, although Shore Lane have got a game in hand because of their FA Cup involvement. I would imagine getting to the top of the league isn't that important at this stage of the season to you and Phil, but winning games certainly is.
Yeah, like you say, the return 32 from 39, really good. On a real good run at home. I think the start of the season you look for 2 points a game, and you'll be there or thereabouts. So if we can go beyond that, I'm sure we'll be pushing. But we're top of the tree now. The pressure's on us. Everyone will be looking at us now, and so it's up to us to maintain them high standards that we've set.
We've got League Cup action in midweek, and when Phil came in the summer, he said he wanted to win everything, and I'm sure he does. But the number of games that we've had to play since the 12th of August, surely that must mean that he's going to want to bring in a few players who haven't seen too much football and give them an opportunity and rest some tired limbs.
Yeah, definitely. We've got a good squad. It's really competitive. Got lads coming back who need minutes and who need game time. So yeah, we'll juggle it about a little bit on Tuesday. Get some fresh legs on there. Like you say, it's been Saturday, Tuesday, back wall to wall now all the way through since the start of the season. So it does give us an opportunity to rest a few, and for a few others to stake a claim. Because like I say, there's some lads in there who are maybe have grounds for playing, so it's up to them to take their opportunity on Tuesday night.
I can understand why the Everstick League want to get the fixtures done and dusted, as many as possible by the end of October into November, but it does put a big strain on players. Yeah,
it does. It's difficult as well with the way they've kind of set it up on a Tuesday evening now, whereby you used to have local fixtures. Now you're doing that extra bit of travelling. All the lads work, so it's difficult. It's a big ask for them to get out of work. Even for us, we struggle at times to get out of work to get to the game on time. So yeah, it is difficult, but they're backing it up with great performances at the minute, and we can't ask for anything more from them.
Next Saturday, a massive league game. Now we travel to Cantilever Park to take on Warrington Town. We will be in pole position. Warrington right on our heels on goal difference, and of course Shore Lane are there with a game in hand. So that's a massive game, and I guess that the number of fans that turn up is going to be important for you and Phil and the team.
Definitely, with it being a local game, you'd expect a good following. I think if we think back to the Staley Bridge game, the following from our fans at Staley Bridge was fantastic. So, long may it continue. It's the type of game you want to be involved in. So it's a top of the table clash. There's points at stake. We're up against a strong side. So, we'll need to be at our best to get anything from that game.
That's the thoughts of Neil Sorvel after the 3-0 victory over Halesowen Town on Saturday the 14th of October. Altrincham now in the top position in the Evostik Premier Division, and we await our next opponents, Ashton United, on Tuesday night for a 7:45 p.m. kickoff in the Integro Cup.